So last night, like no, not last night. It was like in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, it was
This is
like yesterday afternoon.
afternoon. So yeah, this is how I figured it out. How I found out. I was going through Instagram and on comicbook.com's Instagram page, it just had a picture of Hugh Jackman from Old Man Logan from his Logan movie, and it just said, "Now that we know that Hugh Jackman is going to be in Deadpool 3, what do you think we're going to see?" And I was like, "What the hell is this? What the fuck is this? This is fake." So I went to, but it was comicbook.com, and I hope they never lie. They've never let us down before. Now double checking there, and I saw the video. What about you? Where were you when you saw the news? Did I break the news for you?
So you definitely did not. So
Oh.
my friends from the other podcast that I do, the
Mm-hmm.
Within the Guild,
Mm-hmm.
they sent me the link of the trailer for the new Deadpool movie, and then I watched that trailer, and that's where he says what he says. So I don't know if the teaser trailer came out first, because I sent you the link of the teaser trailer. I
That's
don't know
what
if
you
that
sent
came
me.
out first.
I have to
Yeah,
double. I have to
and
double check that. I just thought it was the same thing from Ryan Reynolds. You are now breaking this to me for the. I must be the only one that didn't
so
see the trailer.
in that teaser, Ryan Reynolds goes, "Hey, I don't have anything to talk about really about the movie that's coming out. This is when it's coming out. You know, it's just going to be me. But just to bring some
Yeah,
excitement into the new anticipation, he goes, "Hey, Hugh, do you want to play Wolverine again?" And Hugh walks behind him.
in the
He's
background.
like, goes up the
Okay.
stairs and goes, "Yeah,
Yeah,
sure."
that's the
And
video
he
that I
goes
saw. So
upstairs.
that was considered they call that a teaser. That announcement.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's a
call that
teaser
a.
trailer.
That's not a teaser. That's an announcement trailer. They better not be calling that a
It's
teaser.
a teaser. It did a
It's
couple like in that thing after if you watch it for a little while it shows a few things and
for me.
talks about like gives the directors and stuff. So
It's a man on a couch making an announcement. Now it teased in to for me to Sarah hates it when I'm graphic.
Ragnarok, they had Thor on the couch with his buddies, and that was in the teaser,
No,
and that was
that was
actually part of
footage.
the movie.
But that was actual footage from the movie. That's why this I can't I call it.
But we didn't know that then.
Oh, but I mean they were all in character. I mean that was we were looking at Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman aren't going to be
Yeah.
in the movie. But well, you know what I
Well,
mean.
literally,
Literally. Besides literally, but guys, it was. But yeah,
literally.
that was the footage. Okay, I thought you meant that there was like actual movie footage teaser, but no,
No,
they
they
announced.
haven't
Yeah,
filmed it
yeah, they
yet.
haven't filmed it yet, and I thought it was coming out in 2023, and I forgot. No, it's coming out in 2024.
2024.
We got a whole 2 years to wait
That's
now,
true.
which means this movie's better be good. And Joy was asking me like how's this gonna work with Disney, it being with Disney. And I was like, no, according to Kevin Feige and Ryan Reynolds, they both confirmed. Like Kevin Feige, when he first made the announcement that they
Yeah.
will be doing Deadpool, they said that they will let Ryan be Ryan and let them do their thing. This will be rated R. It's outside what we normally do in the MCU, but we're not going to interfere with Ryan. And then a couple of months later, Ryan Reynolds confirmed it. He's like, yeah, no, Kevin Feige and the powers to be at Disney, they have let us do our thing. They have not given us notes. They have not said, no, you can't do this. And I was like, that's good. That's that's
I'm
good.
actually really excited about it. I think it'll be, um, obviously it'll be a good Deadpool movie, but I think
Yeah,
it'll be a little interesting because they'll be able to pull in maybe some other characters as well. But the fact
exactly.
that our X Men Wolverine is going to be in it is going to be kind of
Well,
exciting as
and
well. So
the
that'll be
Fox version, yeah.
interesting.
And that led me to the questions that I stumbled upon where people were asking online, and I asked some myself. So I put that up on the blog. So guys, if you ever go to t3medias.com and you can see some of our blog posts. That's what I got posted up right here. So let me put that up full screen real quick. And we're not streaming this live, guys. You guys are seeing this at the normal rundown rush time, but we're pre-recording this, so there's not going to be any comments or anything from the millions and millions of people who watch us and want to commentate. We appreciate you guys all the time. But no, we're
Because we
pre-recording this.
got lives and
We
things
got,
to
oh
do.
yeah, we have. Sorry guys, I got an errand I have to run. I got to buy some groceries. I got to give Joy a foot massage. I'm busy.
We
Uh,
got stuff to do.
I got stuff to do. Sarah's got to spend the rest of the day figuring out how she can make fun of me. Like she thinks about it every day. He's bald.
I don't. I don't think about him until like he texts me, and then I go, "Oh
Wow.
yeah, oh I remember you."
Wow. Anyway, okay, I walked right into that one. But yeah, so I wrote this article. It's just pretty much a Hugh
Beautiful.
Jackman, Deadpool 3. We have questions and basically some of the things that I've been hearing people say and ask. So, and Sarah, if you have anything that we don't cover, like if there's something that's in the back of your mind or something that a theory or something that you've heard somebody else mention, yeah, just chime in and let me know. So, just basically recapping what we all saw in the announcement trailer of Ryan Reynolds on the couch, and then we have Hugh Jackman walked around in the background. He's just pretty much saying, do you want to be
Yeah.
Wolverine? And yeah, he just I like the way he casually just went, yeah, fine. What do you think about that? And how how he announced it?
I liked it. I thought it was cute. It was funny. It was along the same kind of just relaxed theme that all the Deadpool movies are like. Oh yeah, well this is going on. All right,
Yeah,
you know.
their
So
marketing is good.
one thing that I am excited about, and I'm gonna just jump right into this, Chris. So
Mm.
just, I mean, you're taking forever. So one thing that I didn't see on the blog that I actually thought about is, what about Wolverine's daughter? So is this going to
Ooh,
be a
well,
way that Disney is going to pull in Wolverine's daughter maybe into the universe? Because like the last couple movies of Wolverine, we had him and his daughter.
yeah.
And so is that going to be a new character that comes in? Disney likes their tweens and all of that stuff. So is this going to be a segue into maybe Wolverine's daughter?
X23, and
Mhm.
I think because I know she's older now, and it would be interesting. It all depends on what I guess Kevin Feige and him are deciding to do with Deadpool. My theory is that Disney is just, and as a business sense, it just makes sense. Let's just do the third Deadpool movie because the damn movie is making billions of dollars now.
Yeah,
But this
everybody enjoys them.
but this could be a way to close it out. This might be. I have a prediction that this might be the final Deadpool movie, and then the only times we'll ever see Deadpool again is just in cameos. I
I don't
doubt you'll
know.
ever see him in an Avengers movie, but
Yeah.
but then
I
again,
mean, technically, wasn't he in Infinity War in one of the background scenes?
mm,
You
uh,
guys can correct me if I'm wrong
I
in the
think
comments.
I remember
I swear to
people.
God that he must have been in the big war scene
I,
when everybody was fighting because they had all the characters.
they a lot of people photoshopped him in there, but Deadpool wouldn't have been.
Okay.
They legally could not have been in there because it would have messed up the Disney deal. Kevin Feige didn't even play around with even Easter eggs during that because that would have
Yeah.
they could have lost all that money that they were using to purchase Fox. So you might have saw a fan made edit.
I probably did. But
Uh,
like, I can't imagine that this would be the last Deadpool movie.
Especially if it makes
Like you
$1 billion.
said, he makes so much money, and everybody likes watching them. They're gonna try to drag it on for as long as they can. And if they do bring Wolverine's daughter in, that'll be a nice little spin-off. They could do a series on her on Disney, like they've been liking to do lately.
Yeah.
That's something that a lot of people would watch. I would watch that. I'd see what's up with that.
I'm curious. I would love to see it. I mean, they're bringing in all these other kids. She's age appropriate with the other team. She's a teenager.
Yeah.
She would. I would love to see her interact with Yelena, Black Widow.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
That would be hilarious. She would fit with the Thunderbolts, but
Mhm.
that all depends on when I guess Kevin Feige's deciding when he's going to actually introduce the mutants. My first question that I posted on the site was, will Wolverine wear the yellow and blue? Will he finally wear that costume? Whether it's the yellow and blue one, the yellow and brown one, I don't care. But will he wear the mask? Do you think
I hope not.
you don't want Jackman to cover his face up just once?
Well, no, I liked the outfit. The outfit was too much, in my opinion. I really enjoyed like his black X-Men outfit. It was more um, towards what the character is now
Yeah.
versus like true to the comic book roots. If they played his character throughout very true to the comic book, then yeah, I'd expect to see him in yellow spandex.
They even
Um,
they even made fun of
that's
it.
not how it.
Didn't they make fun? They even made fun of it in the first X-Men movie. Like,
Yeah.
what do you expect? Yellow spandex? I mean, like it was even a joke 20
Yeah.
years ago. So you're probably right. But that's the point. But this is Deadpool, and Deadpool teases itself and teases Marvel all the time. So even just to do it once, just
There
to
might be a poke. There might be a poke at it. He might have something that looks like the outfit laying around.
he's like, I'm not wearing this. He takes it off
Yeah.
or something like that. That'd be funny. And then at the end,
He's gonna wear a biker jacket.
Here's my prediction. Ryan Reynolds, I mean, Deadpool is going to be like, please wear this, please wear it. He's going to say no the whole movie. And then at the very end, just to make Deadpool feel better, he's going to burst in wearing the whole thing. And Deadpool's going to be like, yo, I knew it. Or like, just like an Infinity War, I knew it. Like what Thor said to Captain America. That's my theory.
Okay.
Next thing we got, okay, here's a question I asked. What do you think about the 20th Century Fox intro? Do you think Deadpool will, because Deadpool 2 was done before the merger happened, and Fox, now that when Fox makes a movie under Disney, it says 20th Century Studios. Do you think Deadpool will be allowed to bring back the 20th Century Fox just one last time to announce that this is linked to that original Marvel Fox universe? And like, or
Think it matters.
you don't think it doesn't? It really does not matter. And even if they do use it, because if this is a 20th Century Fox production, it might still say 20th Century Studios like they say they do now. But as a joke, I think it could say 20th Century Studios, and then Deadpool does something to it and puts the Fox back into it, or it could say Fox and then he punches it and makes it say, "Oops, my bad, Studios."
He spent a lot of thoughts on this.
I'm showing the littlest trivial stupid shit. I don't know why. All right.
Thinking about in reality.
That would be. I just like the little stupid jokes. My other question: will Deadpool, the time travel thing? Will Deadpool time travel to get Wolverine? Since he had a time travel joke at the end of Deadpool 2, and after Loki learning that there's an AVA, time travel can make variants, and I feel like time travel is another device on how to access different universes, and then I don't think it's all just changing time. I think you're accessing different universes, but that's just me. That's my theory. What do you think? Do you think that will be the device with all this time travel and stuff that's happening in the MCU? Deadpool's like, oh, I'm time traveling as well. I guess the AVA is going to be up my butt, soon or something. What do you think about that theory?
The question would be, what time are they setting this new movie in? So are they setting this new movie when the everything was kind of unstable and there were all these cracks in time? Is this during the same time period the Doctor Strange movie happened? And so that would make sense if they were having these cracks in times and maybe multiple Deadpools or maybe multiple Wolverines or whatever.
Ooh, multiple Deadpools.
I think that would make this movie insanely complicated.
I'm thinking it's going to take place after.
Deadpool movies are not that complicated.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I think it's going to take place after, like in 2024. I think it's going to take place way after the Multiverse of Madness. But he'll
have to. Otherwise, they'd have to pull in all those characters, which they may. I mean, we don't know what they're going to do really at all.
Disney will want to protect their MCU brand, but Kevin Feige will allow Ryan to tinker with some of the. Maybe in some of the Avengers and stuff like that. Just don't make them say any like curse words or do anything bloody or stuff like that. Don't on screen, probably. I don't know.
It'll definitely have its Deadpool spin, and Ryan does bring a lot to the character. But it's really the writers that really make Deadpool who Deadpool is, as well as the director.
The real heroes.
Ryan does bring his stank to it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, it'll be up to the writers and Kevin Feige himself in order. How they're going to put this together and present it to us. It would be cool to see a couple of cameos, and maybe we will in like one of the post-credit scenes or something like that, like they like to do now with all the Marvel movies with Disney. But like most Deadpool movies, it's going to be some kind of shoot-'em-up movie. There's some kind of villain that he has to overcome. It's not normally complicated with magic or mystery or time travel and stuff, so I'd be surprised if they really make it complicated, because ultimately Deadpool is like this assassin guy, and so in order to keep it true to the other Deadpools in the character arc, it makes sense to bring Wolverine in, because Wolverine also spent time being an assassin. And if you remember the X-Men movie they were in together when Deadpool was there, and Ryan Reynolds had the no mouth, and they had really mutated him into being that mindless zombie guy.
Yeah.
And
the hashtag not my Deadpool.
Yeah, it makes sense that those two are coming back together
to wrap it up
and be in this movie. And I don't know if it'll wrap it up. I imagine like you said, they'll probably cameo him in other movies if if this is the end. But
Yeah.
if they're gonna cameo in movies, they're gonna have to do like that meet point. What is that called? That that meet cute
Hmm.
in this movie with these other characters in order to make everything kind of circular and make sense for him to show up in other movies.
That makes
So
sense.
I do think that there's going to be other MCU characters that pop in, whether they're here for a long time or just for a minute to say
Or just
hi.
here for a good
So that
time.
way, yeah. So Deadpool can pop into their movies later. That's just what it'll be.
There's
It'll be
something
cool.
interesting that you said and I learned that about trilogies from all places. The Scream franchise, when on Scream 3, when Randall that videotape with Randall, he said in third movie, the past always returns. Whatever was going on in part
Oh,
one, the part 3 is always usually a callback to what happened in part 1, and that's usually been a rule on most trilogies. And you're right. I feel like maybe that's why one of the big reasons why we fought to get Hugh Jackman in the third one, to do those callbacks, because he was in the second one. He did like a little sliver of a cameo making fun of the his Deadpool with no mouth in the Wolverine movie and stuff like that. But that doesn't count. And I don't and Hugh Jackman wasn't in the first Deadpool movie at all, right? Only in that second movie at the end.
they,
But
yeah,
he,
and they
but
had that togetherness with the X-Men. And what
yeah,
I'm wondering, which you just said something to me. So ultimately, are the people who put the antimandium? How do you say that? Antimandium?
Atamani. Now you made me mess up.
Yes,
Adamantium.
that one.
Mhm.
That one. In Wolverine, in that one movie, the Wolverine movie where he kind of went back
Wolverine
into his
origin.
memory and
Mm-hmm.
remembered all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Deadpool was there and it was like had the not your Deadpool mouth thing. So
Yeah.
maybe in this one they finalize that and actually bring down the whole organization as opposed to just the leaders, which is what Deadpool was going after the people and not necessarily the organization itself.
Well, I mean, Deadpool isn't really linked to the Wolverine universe. I mean, they only did that
But we
one
know
joke to
he
kill
is.
that version of Deadpool, but he's not really in that. Those are two different universes. It's
I know.
he only jumped into that universe to kill his worst version of himself as a joke. But the history, because Wolverine hasn't even only thing that Wolverine has really been in the Deadpool movies. He was mentioned in the first one. He said something like something that rhymes with Pulverine. He joked about him a lot in the first one. He did that little gag in the second one, but he's never really been in the movie. And which now you've helped me come up with a new theory. I think Wolverine is the villain of Deadpool 3. Not the villain, the antagonist. Now, with my whole now, there was a comic book that I heard. I haven't read it yet, but I heard there's a comic book called Deadpool Destroys the Marvel Universe or something like that, where he totally goes around killing all Marvel characters. My theory is that maybe Deadpool will be officially wrapping up and killing the Fox Marvel, universe by getting them all one, like destroying the whole thing, so he can be the sole survivor to go to the MCU officially. And Wolverine will be the one. Since Wolverine is the main character from the Fox Marvel universe, he'll be the guy trying to stop him from destroying, the past or his universe. And I think maybe Wolverine will be the antagonist to
Oh
Deadpool.
no, I think they're both lone wolf characters. They're
Right.
both that assassin type lone wolf character. They have to have a commonality in order to team up. You can't have my two best guys fighting each other. I don't believe
But
it.
what do you think
They
about
already
that?
kind of
But what do you think about my theory? I mean, Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. He knows he's a comic book character. He will know that he's being transitioned to the MCU because
way
he's
too complicated.
but he's always self aware. He jokes
But
about being in
he
a movie
is.
in a movie. He knows.
Yeah.
So he is going to know that
But that's
he's a part of the MCU now.
mm,
So my theory
I
is
think
Wolverine will try to stop him from leaving or something like that. That's just
I think maybe at most we'll get a little snippet at the end of something where they make a joke about that. But throughout the whole movie, that wouldn't make sense for it to be a whole movie. Ultimately, these two lone wolf characters are gonna have to team up against a common bad guy, and it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be like Rupert and Murdoch, kind of coming at each other like that, and in that I don't want to be your partner, but we're having to work together and we don't really get along, but there's a lot of funny moments
well.
along the way, and they're both trying to get the same bad guy.
But
Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
well, it kind of does because we just talked about it a minute ago. Because on the
Yeah.
Wolverine Origins, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, they're two loners. They work together, but then at the end of the movie, Deadpool became Wolverine's antagonist, and he had to fight him to the
Oh yeah,
death. And
but
I'm
you can't
thinking
really kill Deadpool.
you can't. But it was still a fight to the. I mean, I know you couldn't kill him, but I mean, it was still a fight to the death. Kind of. I
To
mean,
the ouchie. Yeah.
you cut somebody's head off. You're assuming you're killing it, but that might be the joke. You made me the villain in your one of your movies. Now you're going to be the antagonist in my movie, like a callback to Wolverine origin. I mean, that's just. I might be wrong, but to me, it would be a funny gag. You made me the villain in your movie. Now you're the villain in mine. So I don't know. As a joke, I'm pretty sure he's still going
Yeah.
to try to kiss up to him and be his friend the whole movie, and Wolverine will probably just be a little resistant to it. But I feel like there's going to be
He's gonna
something
flirt with the whole movie. That's
yeah,
what
it's
he
gonna
does.
it's
That's what
exactly.
flirts with everybody.
But I
He
still
hits on
I
everybody.
still want him to do that flirting thing with Colossus. That Colossus character is too funny. I hope he comes back. And Megasonic Warhead. What?
Yeah.
Do you want her to come back?
Yeah, sure. I like all the characters. It'll be interesting to see who they bring back in this,
Mm.
and I'm sure some of the characters that they bring in, they're going to try to transition to other things or spin-offs, and
Yeah.
maybe even do a Disney X-Men movie. How fun would that be?
A Disney X-Men movie. Does this officially introduce the X-Men to the
And
MCU?
mutants.
And
Yes.
I mean,
Mutants.
we've
Yes.
we've kind of gotten a little sliver of mutants here and there. I heard that Namor in Wakanda Forever is they announced that he's technically a mutant. But will they actually, say the words? I don't know. But for a Deadpool movie that's so linked to the X-Men, they're gonna say it. They're gonna say mutant 1,000 times. Like, what do you? No, well, I guess what my question is: will any of the future X-Men characters that'll be cast in future X-Men movies in the MCU, will any of them make their introduction in Deadpool 3? I mean, this is 2024 we're talking about.
So I'd say hopefully.
Which
Because
one?
we're running out of story. We're running out of story with a lot of the Marvel stuff, so that if they don't start pulling in new characters and making new storylines,
Mhm.
what movies are they going to make? They're going to make Ragnarok 14?
Right, right.
Like, that we need more content.
That-
So, I mean, it makes sense for them to acquire this and continue this
Yeah,
realm,
Yeah. But now,
They've already gone full on Marvel. They can't pick up DC now. So
no, I'm talking about within Marvel. Obviously, yeah, you're right. They're gonna definitely start. I'm thinking X-Men might take the place of like Avengers. Like X-Men will probably be those bookend type of team up movies, like the way the Avengers were in future phases.
maybe. I mean, they're going to have to come up with more stories eventually. Eventually, this well is going to be dry.
So if they were to introduce a new recast future MCU Earth 616 version of the X-Men in this movie, which character would you want it to be? Who would you want to see? Storm, Cyclops, Professor X, whoever the new.
I always loved Storm and Rogue were always my favorite.
You mean
Storm and Rogue.
you mean Kiki Palmer, Rogue? The joke of you. Have you seen that joke? Like that the fan casting people want Kiki. Now, okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now that I could see them doing as a joke, as a little thumb.
Yeah.
Like even if
Was it Rogue? I don't know.
even if Kiki Palmer is or is not, if let's say Kiki Palmer is not going to be Rogue in the X-Men proper MCU movies, as a joke, if I was Ryan Reynolds, I would make Kiki Palmer Rogue in that movie, just to kind of to poke fun of the
Hey, you're giving
crybabies.
Ryan Reynolds so much control over Kevin Feige's movie.
Well,
here.
Kevin Feige said, no, this is Ryan Reynolds' movie. These movies have all been produced by Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is in
No,
control.
but who's directing it? Who's directing this movie?
Whoever Ryan Reynolds hired to direct it. Ryan Reynolds is the executive producer of
He's
all.
producing. Yeah, he's an executive producer.
Yeah, so he
So
picked his writers and he picked his director. Kevin Feige said that he's he's obviously gonna make sure that he doesn't, mess with anything. The reason why I think Kevin Feige said that we're letting Ryan be Ryan is because I don't think this movie is going to literally be linked into it's going to affect anything that's happening in the MCU proper.
I think that there might be it might be a tool to get some other characters into the universe, but I don't think it's not going to any story.
It's not going to affect any
lines to the
stories
other
moving forward.
ones
Yeah.
we already have.
The events in
Yeah.
Deadpool 3 will not affect the upcoming Avengers movies, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think
No,
it'll just be
absolutely
looked
not.
at. This is just a jokey movie. Like it's even if
Yeah.
Even if Deadpool murders Thor, Thor is not really dead, kind of a thing. Yeah, it's
He's
gonna be.
not going to murder Thor.
Deadpool can do whatever he wants. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he murders everybody. But I mean, but you know what I mean. Like as a
Hey,
joke.
do you know who I'd like them to see murder?
Who?
Do you know the actors in the Thor movies that would play Loki and Odin and Thor on stage?
A bit.
I'd like to
Matt. You mean Matt? You mean Matt Damon?
Matt
You
Damon.
you.
Yeah, I'd like to see him bust into there and just start fighting them, thinking that they were the real ones, and then end up killing them and be like, "I killed all these people," and then
What are you
Thor walks in and goes, "Why?" You know,
What?
and then Deadpool's really confused.
Watching
Like, what? Yeah.
another Loki die in front of him. That would be funny. But no, Matt
That'd
Damon.
be hilarious.
But
I'd watch that cutscene.
you do know why Matt Damon is playing that fake Loki play character, right? Matt
No,
Damon is
why?
the original Loki on Kevin Smith's movie Dogma. With the
Oh, yes.
he played
In Dogma.
in Dogma. He played Loki, and then Matt
Not
Damon
in
he even made fun of it. He made a little commercial where he was back in that church that was in Dogma. He looks at the camera and goes, "Hey guys, I'm Matt Damon."
Because Dogma is from a comic book.
It's in that character Loki. That's what he played. He played an angel named Loki. He said, "Hey guys, I'm Matt Damon, the original Loki." So it's a big joke about him coming back as. But that would be funny. You're right. That would be funny if Deadpool killed Matt Damon Loki in front of Thor. That he's going traumatized. Like another. Oh no, another Loki. I lost another Loki. That'd be funny as hell. That would be funny. I like that. But
But
yeah.
the other Loki pops up and he's like, "Wait, who did I just kill?"
When is Loki going to show his brother that a version of him is still alive? That's going to be because I'm sure Thor is
I guess
aware.
we'll see.
He's aware. Thor has to be aware of the multiverse, but to know that
My favorite Loki is definitely the alligator Loki, hands down. Hands
Al,
down.
he may not really be a Loki, but he has the spirit of a Loki. So he's a Loki. Fuck it, he's a Loki. He's a Loki.
Because how do they know? He's wearing the hat.
He's wearing the hat,
That's
but what was it that they said?
They're carrying him.
He
They
could
were
have.
carrying him around. He was doing it.
But even one of the Lokis said he could just be a smart alligator who just is pretending to be a Loki,
Yeah.
just to survive, which makes it the most Lokiest thing that he could do, which officially makes him a Loki. It doesn't matter. So it's whether he is or isn't, he is. That's what I love about that. But anyway, that was funny. But to tie into Deadpool and stuff, maybe like I said in the beginning, the time travel stuff. Maybe they'll bring that back to explain some things. Maybe they won't. They don't have to. You know what character I want to see them introduce? Squirrel Girl. I want Squirrel Girl. I don't know why. I want Squirrel Girl. She's she needs
I
to.
imagine you like very squirrely things. I imagine you do.
Last question. What do you think
But-
with the fourth wall breaking stuff? What do you think? She-Hulk should She-Hulk talk about, or should Deadpool talk about She-Hulk? Would you be interested in that?
She's definitely a character that could pop in to the movie, as well as Daredevil. I could really see those characters popping in.
Oh, yeah.
To Deadpool movie, it would make sense because they're not like magical or anything like that, and they've got their new series coming out, and that would be a good tie.
If there's
It'll pop in.
if there's any character that needs a lawyer, it would definitely be Deadpool. Fun fact.
That makes sense.
Fun fact: the fourth wall breaking stuff that Deadpool is so popular for, and that She-Hulk is kind of getting grief about. She-Hulk did it first. I did not know that. She-Hulk she was the one breaking the fourth wall first. So technically, Deadpool is stealing her shtick. That's just a little fun fact. But guys, I'm excited about it. I can't wait another 2 years for this. So I'm hoping that the marketing, the little sprinkles of teasers and footage and stuff that we get leading up to the movie dropping will be their marketing campaign is always great. They're always good with that. Anything else that you want to add or see announced for Loki? You're excited?
Nope. I'm
Cool.
just looking forward to the spandex.
Forward to spandex. All right, guys, just let us know what you guys think in the comments. Let us know if you're interested in the spandex as Sarah is, and we'll talk more Deadpool on the show, and then we'll be back on the rundown. We got Tabitha and Joy joining me on the table tomorrow night. So join us on Thursday for the full rundown show. And Sarah, if you have time to pop in on on 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, just let us know. Just pop on in. I know you're sleeping, but that's fine. Just
A different time zone, just to say, but I still go to bed early because I wake up.
break up too early. So me and Sarah will be back probably on the Friday rundown rush. So guys, that'll do it. I got to get out of here. I'm already 5 minutes behind schedule, but I'm still on time to be late. So I'll let Sarah get back to work. And until next time, guys, have a good one.